Right, team, are you ready? Appraisers, are you ready?
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. We're ready to go, doo-doo-doo-doo.
All right, you guys will have 8 minutes to both set up and perform. Go!
Welcome to the world of film noir. It is a dark and gloomy night filled in shades of gray. A bleak cityscape looms above the streets, and down there underneath it all is the commotion of an investigation following a robbery. Enter Barry Rothgill, Private Eye.
Poor Sepp. Seems like there's more and more crime as the days grow darker. This rain never lets up, and thieves thrive in the shadows. Whoever it was, he probably had it coming to him. Well, don't go criticizing me for being uncompassionate. I'm a private investigator. I'm practically law enforcement, you say. Now listen, I only take a job if there's cash on the other end. Sure, I hate the scum that run these streets, but without them, where would I get my lettuce? As long as they're around, I'll stay open for business.
Well, look who I found. It's a strange sight seeing you here.
Why strange, Cookie? Where do you reckon I should be?
Why, your office, of course. I should think you'd be worried out of your hat.
I haven't got no big cases right now, not that you know of them. Why would I need to work this late at night?
Didn't you see the cops swarming about your place?
That was my office!
Sure was, Daddy-O.
I can't stand the complete disregard for human dignity. The crime in this city is completely out of hand. I will not rest until this city is devoid of crime. And I'm the only one who can do it.
You don't know how many times I've heard that from you.
This time I mean it. I know this crime has to be somewhat organized, otherwise there would be too much competition. I just need a lead so I can track down who all these dirtbags answer to.
You don't frequent Theatre Charmant, do you? I've never seen you there.
No, why? You invite me out on the town, dollface?
Fathead, it's a matchbook. It's how you'll track down your culprit.
Right. Well, I'm going to go scope out this theater. Take care of yourself, babe. Following me? Who sent you?
I'll never say, boy, you'll never track us all down. This is bigger than you, nosebleed, bigger than you know.
Who sent you?
Oh, rats.
Huh. Whoever the creep was, according to his time card, he must have worked at the light bulb factory. I better head over there.
Help!
Delilah?
Barry, please help. They've taken me. You're the only one I can help.
Now listen here, big shot. I've got your dame, and I'm not so inclined to take the best care of her. You leave us alone, she walks free.
How do I know you'll keep your word? I need to hightail it to the light bulb factory.
Well, I see you've arrived. I suppose that makes it easier for us to keep you in check.
Delilah, What are you doing just standing there? I thought you were in distress and whatnot. What's going on?
I'm afraid you've been duped, dearie. You ain't walking out of here.
Since you've declared to shut us down, I figured I might use your sleuthing instincts to lure you here and get rid of you. Seems like it worked out pretty well, wouldn't you say? Well, as long as you're here, I might as well explain the real business behind this light bulb factory to you. Give you a little closure before you shuffle off. Ever notice how gloomy it can be? When was the last time you remember a sunny day?
May 19th, 1938. It's been far too long.
Aw, how charming. He remembers the exact dates. And how much has crime increased since then?
Exponentially. But how are you involved?
I had noticed how darkness suits our line of work. So I created constant darkness by generating massive amounts of steam in the coal-burning plant deep inside the factory. This steam hangs over the city as clouds would, and we can roam free through the shadows. The additional vitamin D deficiency lowers the mood of everyone in the city and acts as a wonderful recruiting agent. Plus, I can monopolize on light bulbs, the only way the city stays lit. Revenue from the light, revenue from the dark. You can say I'm rolling in it.
That's despicable. I can't let this happen.
Sure you can. You don't have much choice, really.
I'm sorry, Delilah. I need to harness that sunlight before it goes away. But how?
How you managed to restore color to our fair city.
I miss the sun. We haven't seen it in years, so when I caught a quick glimpse of it, I took advantage of it. Let me tell you something, kid. The sun is the master of heat and cold. We're terribly lucky to be able to borrow that power. That engine I used, it had one gas chamber with one end for hot air and one end for cold. By focusing the sun's last ray on water in a dish below, I could amplify that heat and transmit it to the lower end of the gas chamber. This built-up pressure expanded the engine, pushing the air into the cooler chamber, which contracted, making the engine's volume smaller, forcing the air back into the heated chamber. You can see how this would perpetuate itself. All the while, this turned an axle, which I rigged up to that fan that blew the clouds away. Simple as that.
Hey, where you going, guy? I need a few more quotes when I went to the press by tomorrow morning. And so ends our story, led by Barry Rothgill, Private Eye. It's been a long ride, even if it only lasted the span of one night. Barry lives life only for himself. He is no hero. Just one man, making a living, doing what he has to do. It's a good thing you caught this story, folks. For Barry Rothgill, Private Eye, there will be no next time.